What do you mean? You've forgotten your password?
Send me the reminder for my password.
Oh, for fuck's sake, this is unbelievable.
I think my password was
God,
Dommy,
just get
Dommy,
the
Dommy,
number and
Dommy,
ring them.
Dominoes.
Are
you serious?
This is ridiculous.
I always do a theme to the page I'm on.
But why such a massive password though?
Dommy, 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 Dommy.
Do you realise
Dommy,
if you just
Dommy,
phoned
Dommy,
them,
Dommy,
you
Dommy,
would have
Dommy,
ordered it by now?
Dominoes.
So
Dominoes
6.
is repeated, I think, or it's either Dommy, 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 Dominoes.
Oh.
This is fucking
This is
stupid.
nonsense.
We've wasted
Jay.
half an hour on this. I was going to finish by 10.
Don't so quick.
You're trying to order a fucking pizza for ages. Actually, there you go. For the beginning, that'll do nicely. Hello and welcome to another episode of The Last 7. We're a Newport-based podcast and not so philosophical wax regarding the last 7 days. I'm your host Dan Rowley. With me today, Antonio Romola,
Buonasera.
Justin Clift,
Hello.
and Ken Trainer.
Hello everyone.
Alright guys,
Hello, Ken.
Hello, Ken.
Hello Tone. Justin. Oh, and Dan.
So just the way you
Okay.
said it, I felt like I had to say hello back to you just personally.
I think Ken says hello everyone to all the listeners every time.
Oh,
Don't
do you? Oh,
It's my
selfish.
signature, like
I
Jay's.
don't think.
It's very ignorant when we're sat right next to you, though, to ignore
Mm.
us and say hello to invisible people. Or people
They're
that
not
aren't here
invisible.
yet. People that aren't here with us right now live. They'll
yeah,
be with
no,
us next week.
nobody ever is. So you're saying that Ken should be quiet? How rude.
Ken's giving me the silent
Maybe.
treatment now.
No, don't be silent, Ken. You're valuable here.
Oh, thank you, mate.
Good stuff. Episode number 51. Hurrah!
Hurrah.
So yeah, past the old
Finally got there.
half century. In Roman numerals, it's L-I. So I just wondered who your favourite Lee was. Chun, Bruce, Ken,
Jet.
Jet
Jet.
Li, yeah.
Jet
So,
Li.
yeah.
You have Lee Trevino or Lee Cooper. Good genes.
Right, yeah.
It doesn't have to be LI apparently.
Oh.
No. I was just
Oh,
going to say
right,
Lee.
right,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I
Bruce
could
Lee
see
then.
your face. I did exactly the same thing.
Bruce Lee.
Leaf on the market.
Tell us about him.
He does good baguettes. Good paninis. Corned beef, onion and tomato paninis. Lovely. Nice and crispy does them for me.
When you
Crispy.
Granny.
You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
I don't crap from
Yeah.
3 days ago.
Do you ask for a panino when you ask for one?
No, panini. What would I say panino?
I thought it was Italian. I thought a panino was one,
panini,
and panini is
panini.
like more than one.
No, panini is Italian.
Yeah, but it means more than one, right? Several panini, one panino. It's like graffiti, graffiti and
not
graffito.
really, no.
I think that.
Fuck off, graffito.
I think so, man. Yeah.
What's a graffito?
Like one piece of graffiti as opposed to lots of graffiti.
No.
A graffito, yeah.
Horseshit. Graffito.
I reckon it is. I think I've heard that.
Did you have 2 paninos?
According to Wikipedia, that is true.
Fuck off!
What, the graffito thing?
Graffito is the singular, yeah.
What?
Fuck off, that's
Well,
ridiculous.
he made that up.
I'm going to
so
write
it's
into
just
newspapers that
Jam.
use the term improperly.
It
Like.
says graffiti, plural of graffito, is in graffito, but these graffiti.
There's another graffito artist.
I reckon
He only ever does one piece.
I bet even graffiti artists don't know that term.
Have you have you heard of the street artist Wanksy?
Is
Yes.
this the guy drawing cocks on all the
quite
Oh.
quite good
potholes?
cock and balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
What, he's going around doing it to other people's work?
No, not other people's work.
No, he's spraying it in a pothole in the ground. He's like
Oh.
spraying a cock in it, so that the council have to come and do something about it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's genius.
Yeah, it's really
It's
good.
wonderful.
It's really good. And it speaks for a lot of fucking people who fucking hate potholes.
That's right. Yeah, and like that fucking that local dude,
Well,
she's now
if
like left it
everyone was
alone,
paying-
old enemy.
Oh, enemy, yeah.
Yeah, fucking all over our fucking the wall of our house, you dickhead. Sorry, just in case.
Oh yeah.
I was going to make a point about if everyone was the pothole situation would be quite so bad, just in clip.
That's maybe something I don't really want in the general public.
Yeah, definitely not, man. There's a lot of incriminating stuff that I still have. So if the laptop were ever to go, mate, if I ever lost it, Somebody would have to know what they were looking for.
Oh,
But
it'd be like the plot of a.
And you're describing that on the podcast that you're going to put out.
Yeah,
I
because it's
assume
like
this isn't going in.
It'd be like the plot of a film. It'd be like an adventure where oh god, we've got to get the laptop back. Where could it be?
That'd
we
be
like
brilliant.
trail around everywhere
That'd be
to dance
ridiculous and harebrained.
yeah, I think we write something really serious, and then I think the studio execs would get their hands on it, and then it'd be, dude, where's my
I think
laptop?
if we,
Yeah, of course it would be.
Jason Biggs as Antonio.
Yeah. Where'd you last see
Yeah,
it? Well,
yeah.
I think I had it at the massage parlour. What massage parlour do you make?
Yeah,
There'd be a lot of things, a lot of dark secrets uncovered, I think.
it's amazing.
Like that family that you've got. That we don't know about. Yeah.
have we got like a Rob Schneider that just plays lots of people of different races
Rob Schneider plays Ken.
in a really offensive way?
No,
Yeah,
I don't. I think
Jockey
he plays,
McLeod
I
is
think
the
he plays.
character's name.
I think he plays your secret husband. Yeah, I think there's a couple of adopted
Oh, right,
kids
okay.
in there as well.
I
I
see,
think
yeah,
it'd be
no.
weird because they look too similar, so they'd be sort of.
In what way do I look like Rob fucking Schneider?
You kind of look like Rob Schneider.
Shut the fuck up.
Don't worry though, you will
Yeah.
play yourself in the film.
Maybe just the hair.
If I've got anything to do, no, of course I won't play myself. Idris Elba will play me.
There you go.
Idris Elba, fuck me.
Big time. Rob Schneider, so he's going to be some sort of ridiculously flamboyant gay in this film.
Yeah,
Sounds like a good movie though, man. I'd see it.
yeah, I think so. I'd love to know his input with the comedy he'd suggest. Like, I reckon all the fart humour would come from
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah.
Like, there'd be loads of it as well. Like, every possibility.
Yeah.
Go on, what? Go on.
People slipping on turds as well. And then falling into another shit. Slipping on one and then falling into some cat turd as well. With face first.
why is the shit all over the place?
Yeah, why?
No, it might just be a scene where they go into field full of shit and they can't get around it, but they're in a rush because they're late for something and they're just legging
Where are they going?
But
Yeah,
they
good.
gotta try
Right,
and
get a
hold-
bit of premise.
Just
like
got to
that,
find
like-
this laptop.
You know, we need to know how high the stakes are. Are we all in suits because we're going to a
No, it
wedding?
might be like a narrow alleyway in the middle of a city somewhere. They're on their way to this party and they've got to take a shortcut, and then after they've been like mugged, they're all depressed and that, and then they just slip on shit. Because they're not looking where they're going properly, because they're just thinking about what's happened to them. That's comedy, mate.
And then they've got to go to the party covered in shit.
Yeah, it's dark comedy. You know, get married.
Then one of them slips on a turd, like it just falls in another.
Falls into a
shit.
wheelie bin. Falls into a wheelie bin, which just rolls down this hill.
It's dark comedy.
Yeah.
Does it roll into an orphanage?
Yeah.
We'll be talking about films before we talk about
I
film.
think you're right about Panino as well, mate.
Sick.
No, we weren't talking about films. It was because if your laptop ever got lost, there's a lot of incriminating facts.
That's
about-
right. Yeah.
There's a lot of incriminating confessions that
Oh
we've
no,
all
all
made.
of us. So don't get me wrong. I'm in it as well. Not as bad as you lot, but
I'm not. Well, no, I think Tone, you're the. Yeah.
yeah,
You're
by
the one
far.
that's,
Yeah,
that's done a
dude, yeah.
proper
You would do the
crime.
most time
Yeah.
if any of the stuff came out
That's right.
without
You've
question.
done like crimes against like human nature and
Yeah.
stuff, like bad,
Have you got-
bad things.
I'm thinking though, because if anyone wanted that, have you got any enemies, Tone?
Nah.
Nah, mate.
Good.
There's not enough excitement in my life for enemies.
Sweet.
Do you want some?
Huh?
Do you want some excitement? You want to throw a shout out for potential enemies? Just to spice things up a bit?
What about enemy?
Well, like
We've
If
had
people
a go
want
here
to-
already. So
People can email in if they want to be Tone's enemy.
yeah, if you want to be Tone's enemy, you can email us, thelast7podcast@gmail.com, or follow us on Twitter @thelast7. He's a lovely bloke. Don't know why you do it, but if you want to, then it'll add some excitement to his life.
I tell you who would.
Damn straight. we had an email from Chris Hall in London
Yes, Chris.
a few weeks back now, and he asked us a would you rather question. We couldn't broadcast it because it was too somber. Sorry, Chris, we couldn't have it, mate. But he did ask another brilliant question, which was, what is your favourite? He's, just to give some clarity to anybody listening who doesn't know him,
Yeah.
he's a combat instructor. Would that be the right
Fight choreography.
fight choreographer? Right, okay.
Yeah, and stunt.
And and all around stunt bloke. He
Yeah.
speaks like one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he's
the
absolutely
fucking
wonderful.
best.
Anyway, so he because that's his interest, and I think I'm going to annoy him with my choices. What's your favourite sort of fight scenes or battle scenes, I guess, from films or TV?
I've been thinking about this, and Do you know what? I'm not really coming up with any. I think I've got sort of fight scene blindness. I think
He's
they just don't.
he's
stick in my...
just like made it bigger, made the field even bigger. He said battles, and that's a bit of a curveball to throw at us now.
Oh no, because you'll see individual bits of fighting in battles. I'm sure if you've got to coordinate a battle, you've got to make it look quite
when
real.
When you think of it, I always think of like martial arts fights. And
Okay,
stuff.
yeah,
alright.
Cool, like,
I always
when
thought...
I had that blindness, I was like, what the hell? I can't think of any.
I know the one you're gonna say, which is the one in the Daredevil TV show.
That
that's
is
what I was
fucking
expecting you to say.
superb. Down the
The
corridor.
corridor fight.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking
That
hell.
is incredible, and that is definitely in
Oh,
my top
dude.
5 without question.
You don't have to watch the whole thing, but just
Yeah,
watch
just
up to the
watch
corridor
that,
fight. Just no, watch from the start up to the corridor fight, and then if you don't want to carry on watching, then go to hell.
Most of the ones I thought of were like sword related.
Of course,
Really?
go. What were they? Come
Except
on.
for, which is probably maybe my most favourite, is in X-Men 2 at the end when Wolverine is fighting that woman. The
Lady Deathstroke.
yeah,
Nah.
Deathstrike. It's
No,
amazing
man.
because they keep stabbing each other, don't they? Like and slashing each other with their like thing, but they keep like
There you are,
they
Chris.
keep healing
Yeah.
afterwards. So they're just doing some horrible stabbing shit.
Claws to the guts.
There's
and
one bit where she gets like she sort of like locks his arm and then gets behind him and just like stabs him like about freaking like 20 times with like both like hands.
Yeah, it's her fingers, isn't it?
Yeah,
Lady
it's
Deathstroke.
brilliant. That's awesome. That is. The fights that I thought of that were sword related were Maximus fighting the Emperor at the end of Gladiator, and Hector when he fights Achilles in Troy.
Oh right,
when
Troy.
Achilles
I
kills
was on
him.
about that film today. I
It's
don't
amazing.
rate it. But,
Huh?
some
Oh,
of the
no.
fighting's pretty good.
Yeah, I think the fighting's wicked. Any other fighting with Achilles is wicked.
The first fight is brilliant when he has to fight Boagrius. I think he's like the big guy from Thessaly.
It doesn't last very long. 'cause
No,
he
of course
just-
not. He's legging it, and he has a couple of spears chunked at him, but it's wonderful, man. He just jumps up, all balletic, like just stabs him in the neck. Just one big sword thrust all the way,
Incredible.
and then just goes back to his ladies.
He tries that move a couple of times against Hector. It doesn't work.
That's right. Hector's all on it. Hector's is that Eric Banner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, I'm sort of warming up now. I knew I would.
Yeah,
So we're
good,
talking.
good. Yeah, get the juices flowing.
Kill Bill, I thought about
Oh yeah.
with your sword fighting and things.
That's cool.
I think speed's important. Like I think, and what the example I'm gonna give is like when you watch Return of the Jedi and it was like, oh my god, Luke and Darth Vader and they got their lightsabers. When you look back on it, it's a bit shit compared to that bit with Darth Maul when he fights the two of them and the speed at which he moves, you know. And I think that's really important, isn't it? Like they gotta really fucking go at it. So
Yeah.
I guess that's why you have people like Chris, so that people don't hurt themselves or if they.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not like me and you going ah.
No.
I've gone for a couple of fist fights,
Yeah.
and they're quite recent. The one from Daredevil, obviously the corridor fight.
Right.
There's a fight in the Hannibal TV series where Hannibal Lecter fights another serial killer. So I won't spoil much for that. Where they fight in his office, and a lot of the stuff is utilised letter openers for a bit of stabbing and whatnot. But it's a really brutal fight, and there's a wonderful bit where they're scrapping by his bookcase. So there's like a sliding ladder that goes back and forth. And he like dodges the punch of a guy whose arm goes through the ladder, and he just latches onto the end of his arm with all of his body weight and just falls backwards, and his arm just snaps back on the elbow over the ladder. I must have rewatched it 4 or 5 times.
I was a bit underwhelmed by the time I saw it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
go to
Yeah,
yours?
I did big it up. So
It's
you
alright.
probably be underwhelmed. He did it. No, but it made me think. The reason why I like it is not because it was so brutal. It's because it made me think about Hannibal Lecter, the character, and how if you were into murdering that, you probably have to be quite physically fit, physically agile. You might have to be quite well practiced in hand-to-hand combat because it'll definitely happen.
Yeah.
Victims will struggle. That's their bloody problem.
You know, in Gross Point Blank.
No.
Remember that film with John Cusack? No one's ever seen Gross Point
I
Blank. with John
fucking
Cusack.
hate John Cusack.
Big time. Big time.
There is a fight in it. The film is about. His name is Martin Blank, and he
Sorry, John.
left his, the story in the film is that he left on prom night. He leaves his date. He doesn't go and pick her up. He just skips town, joins the army, and they do from his psychiatric tests and things like this. He gets put in this program, and he's like an assassin basically, CIA and stuff, and now he's like private. And so it's like him and like Dan Aykroyd's another assassin in it who's trying to form like a union and stuff, and he's all bloody black killing people. But he gets invited to his high school reunion, and so it's about him going back to the town he's not been since he's on, and like meeting that girl again who's played by Minnie Driver, and you know, because he's trying to lie low a bit. You know, because of all this other stuff going on in his sort of double lives. And I think there's if I remember right, there's a price on his head. So it's just a scene in the. It's really amazing the way it works out because the guy's like there looking for him. This other assassin who's gonna kill him. And he's just like in the school, like walking about. It's like the big reunion dance and everything. He like just fucks off to go and find his old locker.
Yeah.
And he's like looking at it, and then the guy comes around the corner, and they just start fighting. It's really,
really? Yeah.
And it culminates because he's got a pen that a guy gave him. Like another guy's like, I don't know, I'm in insurance, here's a pen and stuff. Yeah, that's when he kills the guy. He stabs him in the neck with a pen. It's fucking
sweet.
It's fucking brutal.
There's
proper hand to hand, like proper fisticuffs fight.
Oh man.
The only thing I know that like fights in films and stuff are exaggerated on purpose, but it's like what annoys me a little bit is when people get like blasted across the face with like metal pipes and stuff and just get back up and carry on. It's like, no, you die. It's like the fight should have ended there, but you've just been
They're
hit
really,
about 50
really
times
hard,
in the
mate.
face
Mate.
and you're still
They're
alive.
really
It's
hard.
so hard, mate.
I don't know, I prefer to see more blood and more deaths. Instant deaths.
just metal
Just-
pipe.
Yeah.
Fight scene done. Like
I don't know what the film is, sorry, but I know it's got my favourite fight of all time on TV, but it's gonna annoy Chris, is the cripple fight from South Park. But I know it's based on a film with Rowdy Roddy Piper in it. Then the fight lasts for about that long.
really?
Yeah, but the cripple fight from South Park. All days.
Really?
Yeah, all days, mate.
Hell. He's gonna love that answer. Mate. He fucking loves South Park. Mine is Jackie Chan, and I know he's been a cunt of the week.
No, I was thinking about him a little bit as well.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's not.
There's
right,
a
it's fine.
scene in a film called Mr. Nice Guy.
Good job you didn't say Rush Hour then.
No, there's some good shit in Rush Hour, mate.
Yeah, there's some really good stuff in Rush Hour.
Yeah,
Jackie Chan. You know when you're going to see a Jackie
yeah, but
Chan
he doesn't
film,
hurt people like a lot, does he, Jackie Chan?
dude.
In his
What?
In,
What are you
in
on
Rush
about?
Hour, it doesn't
He
hurt
doesn't.
people.
He's fucking.
He
He
knocks them
doesn't
on the
just
ground.
hurt people, mate. He utilises all of his space. He gets into a room like a Terminator. Just everything analysed straight away. They're like, I can definitely use that curtain as a sort of a noose, and then climb up it, and then do like some flying kicks and stuff over to that curtain, slide down it a bit.
Yeah.
Fucking block loads of stuff with that statue. He's
What
he's
room
on
is
it,
he
mate.
in, Riley, with these like huge curtains and
Like a ballroom and that?
Yeah.
As soon as he walks into a room, you go, right, there's a ladder there that's well out of place. It's in the middle of a warehouse, like nothing, no lights near it. I can't wait to see what's going to happen with that ladder. And sure enough, mate, he's fucking under it, he's down away, smacking people over the head at the top of it. Why not?
It is very creative, that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like proper performance art stuff, really, isn't it? It's like, it's not
Yeah, choreographed to a
just
T,
a
really.
fight scene, you know?
Didn't you? No, we spoke about it before because he puts his outtakes at the end of the
Yeah,
film. Were we
that's
speaking
why
about
I've
it?
chosen Mr. Nice Guy, because he there's a scene in it where he's in some kind of warehouse that's under construction, so there's sort of tools everywhere and big long planks of wood and different things all rigged up. So it's exactly what you just said. He gets into this space and he just fucking he rolls down a plank and then his weight flips it over and it hits the guy on the chin and the guy flies back in the air and then he tumbles over this other board and kicks two of them down with his feet and they fucking flip up and then he catches them and throws them at the guy. It's fucking amazing, right?
I think
Yeah,
I've
man.
actually seen
There's
this.
one bit in it, I didn't really think much of it. Well, I thought, wow, that's fucking cool. But in the outtakes, they reveal to you that it's a working circular saw. But they've just put it in reverse, right? So
Yeah,
it
but
would
you
still
get...
it still cut the fucking shit out of you, but that was their safety measure. And they're like, you sure? And he's like, yeah, let's do it. They film, and when you watch the film back and you would know that knowledge that it's fucking working, because it's
Yeah.
and he's on a piece of wood like that, and a guy behind him pushes the wood like one of the bad guys and stuff.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a brilliant bit in it where like 6 bad guys are following him, like sneaking behind him for ages, like just creeping up on him and then hiding behind things really quickly. It's so comical, ridiculous, and he kicks all their asses.
I love it, man. I love it. There's nothing to the end, just to show. Look, man, you might want to laugh and stuff how ridiculous some of the stunts look
Yeah,
and how the props are used, but like he puts his life on the line
Oh, yeah.
all the time at work for your entertainment.
Yeah.
He has been a cunt of the week, but that doesn't mean we can't recognise all the brilliant stuff that he does.
I do love a bit of kung fu though, mate, in film. It's brilliant.
Yeah, of course.
I think it's really important in a film that it's like you mentioned Rocky, but for me it's like it can't be boxing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the
absolutely.
fights in Raging Bull are pretty brutal, but it doesn't count the same because it's like I can watch boxers on the telly. Do you know what I mean? I want to see people like fighting, like actually trying to hurt each other, not for sport kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not really. But I wanted to convince me that
Right
that's
then, guys, when are we all going to chip in and just start a man fight? And we can invite guys along to fight. Yeah, we'll just invite 2 guys along, you know.
Come to the man
Just
fight.
be like, yeah, and then we'll be like, right, guys, here you go, it's 50 quid each, fight one another. We'll just do it here, and we'll just do it in
You're
this room.
talking
and they'll just
about
fight
bum
here.
fights, mate. It's already happened.
No, 2 well-to-do guys that might just want to...
What about a really massive fat guy against a really small girl? Like a 12-year-old girl, like
So much incriminating.
No,
stuff.
she does a
The
bit
thing
of
is,
karate.
right, the
She's
thing is,
on like red
the
tag or something, do you know what I mean?
right, he's coming from a totally innocent point of
I
view.
know.
What he's trying to do is describe the
No,
David
that's not
and
the point.
Goliath.
The fat guy has got no fighting experience at all.
He's
the
just a
girl,
big,
the
wheezy
12-year-old
fat
girl,
guy.
is a karate. She's like a black belt in karate, right? So she even though she's tiny and like maybe hasn't got that much strength, she has skills. Imagine a fight between her and this massive heavyset guy. Because she could probably like freaking flip on his shoulders and start giving him a couple of punches to the neck. She can like, you know,
Get off!
kick him in the bollocks and stuff really easily, and then when he's
Well,
down,
not easily.
when he's
Kick him in
down,
the
just
bollocks
sort of
easily.
like, you know, give him a couple of elbows in the spine. Just fucking
geez.
I'd like finding that spine, I think.
Yeah, good luck finding the 12-year-old karate expert and the fucking enormous man.
We
like.
shouldn't
Yeah,
encourage
you need to
this.
find an enormous man.
Maybe give
willing
him-
to, willing to fight.
willing to fight.
That's the most difficult.
and it's important that he has no fighting experience.
Yeah, that's right. Only if you put that on Facebook, though, I reckon you'd have so many applicants.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
too many.
Oh god.
What do you reckon to the Queen's Nazi salute, Tone? As an Italian, you're quite into fascism.
What, have I missed something in the news?
Yep.
Yeah, me too, mate.
What's
I haven't
she
read a
done?
newspaper in a while.
Let's go.
What's she done?
Let's move on.
It must be an accident, surely.
Sorry.
What did she do?
When she was 7 years old, I think 5 years old, maybe.
Oh, this is bullshit.
It's on the front of the current bun a couple of days ago. Yeah.
Don't call it the current bun.
Why?
Because it's not okay.
No, no.
You sound like Richard Littlejohn or Rod Little or some other cunt. You sound like Johnny Vaughan. All right, that's what's going on here. Have you been paid by Rupert Murdoch to promote it?
On the front page of the Sun
No.
a couple of days ago, there was a picture of the 5-year-old, like a 5-year-old Queen, doing a Nazi salute, and her ma as well, the Queen mum.
What paper was it on?
The Sun, the Rupert Murdoch owned Sun newspaper.
Great man, is he dead?
No, he's a tyrant.
Cut of the week, mate.
That's
Oh,
your
God,
call,
I'm
mate.
Flying out.
That's your call.
Alright, cool.
Not Rupert, not old.
Uncle
old
Roops.
Not old Rupert.
Roopsy roops.
You mad?
Not
Yeah.
old Uncle Bear.
The worst thing about it, it was
Yeah.
like people lampooned Nazis, right, when they were, getting to power, and because they were just on the news all the time, and their behaviour was fucking, ridiculed quite a lot, goose stepping and the like, and yeah, Nazi salute. So doesn't mean they sympathise. I think it's because the is it Edward VIII, the guy who abdicated? Him and his missus Wallace Simpson. They met Hitler, and Hitler described Wallace Simpson and them as like nice people and whatnot. And there's they sympathise basically with some fascists. It was remarkably uncontroversial at the time about
Really?
Mussolini and Hitler.
I'm not surprised by it now.
About fascist views. They weren't as controversial as we see them now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
okay,
a case
the
of-
royal families of Europe agreed with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Makes
Amazing,
sense, doesn't
right?
it?
Because they're German.
Yeah.
The British royal family. No, anyway, it's because he was in the picture, and they loads of films about them being Nazi sympathisers and the like. But the worst thing about it is the papers afterwards, and the different newspapers that took different lines with it, like whether or not the Queen is definitely a Nazi. But then there was loads of the right wing side of things going, "We rally behind you, ma'am," and like an open letter from the editor of the fucking Sunday Mirror or something.
It's just right. Do you think it's a mistake to let whoever's going to be king next,
Prince
In-
Charles.
Prince Charles,
Yeah.
be in the public eye so much and just doing ordinary things like visiting shopping centres and stuff like that. Because the Queen is like rare. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what people love. That's what like people in other countries fucking love by Britain. Like the Queen, like she's like, you see her like every now and again, like 3 times a year. So when she stops being Queen and Charles becomes king, people are gonna be like, oh, it's not really a big deal. I've seen him loads. Keep him rare. Keep him in now.
Well, yeah, his views on homeopathy and stuff are ridiculous, but he also, he's a big fan of the countryside. He's well into wildlife.
Yeah,
he does a lot of
making a
conservation
statement
work
about him personally, but just like.
No, I'm saying that, but that's cool.
in.
If that puts him in the public eye, then so be it. If he's doing good stuff, no royalist man by any means.
He's my cunt of the week, mate.
They are flying out here, right? Bit of side news. This sofa is going back.
Oh no!
Serious. For anybody who has listened to this for a while, I've actually had a sofa to rent. I might not have spoken about it. It might be over a year that I've had it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It
I've got
is
this amazing sort of 8 foot across, sort of 4 feet deep sofa that I've had from old neighbours of ours, Sarah and John. Hey, Sarah and John. If it weren't for the fact that Sarah's so lovely, I would have been pissed off that she stopped me in town the other day, asked for my number because they found a place to live and they were taking the sofa back. I've been looking after it for a long time and I've got used to this comfy ass sofa.
Man.
I am gutted. I mean, I was genuinely upset when I came home and saw it and just went, oh.
It's going to be so hard to replace, man, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know, mate. Gumtree, I'm sport for choice. George says check on Gumtree and there's fucking loads.
I wish you luck with that.
Thanks very much.
Just bear in mind when we do go and get it that this was a bastard to get in and will be a bastard to get out.
Yeah, we have to take the door off.
I told you what to do, man.
Really?
Dude, I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
it though, mate, and I
Get it in
couldn't
there.
wait to get it in here. Sit on this motherfucker.
It's weird your passion for this sofa.
What?
Well, I mean, like I get it because you've had it here for a long time. Now you're leaning over and
It's
sort of
like
stroking,
it.
sort of making sure it's all right.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's like when I thought you'd had it for a long time and you developed this love for it. I thought that's fine because you've had it for a long time.
No,
But
he
you just
coveted
described the
this sofa.
first moment you saw it.
Yeah.
You wanted it in your house.
Want it in me.
That's
in my house.
That's a bit creepy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what goes over the line there. But
Oh, fuck off!
It's like a fetish.
You've all enjoyed furniture before. You might have a lovely favourite chair. Or like a pillow that you enjoyed as a youngster.
yeah,
now
but
we're
I've
grown
never,
up,
se-
now
I've
it's
never
a sofa.
seen furniture and fancied it.
I don't fancy the sofa.
I think you're in love with the sofa.
She's comfortable.
She.
Actually got a hero of the week. There's some good stuff happened this week.
Nice.
Did you see the surfer attacked during a competition by a great white shark?
Yeah.
No, that sounds amazing.
I'll chuck a link up to it. Oh, as well, just to mention, I'll chuck a link up to all the fights that we talked about as well from the films and TV shows. Yeah, it's a video of a guy. It's live on TV, and he's in Australia, I think. Must be, and he's, at a surf competition, and he's just on the board.
Yeah, it's Australia or South Africa, but it might be that he's South African in Australia or vice
Okay.
versa. I can't remember. But
Oh.
yeah, he's.
Yeah, so he's just on his board, mate. You see some
Yeah.
fins behind him.
Yeah.
You see him look around. It's a bit of a fucking wobble, and then he just disappears from view. His name's Mick Fanning.
Right. Yeah. So what did you say that there was a wave coming up behind him? He disappeared, then the wave went over.
Yeah, the wave went over, so you didn't know what was happening, and then the next bit of footage is of him swimming like fuck.
Yeah,
not a
mate,
wave,
he fucking
yeah.
swims.
It's not a wave that comes and crashes
Yeah.
over, but it's like the way the swell moves. It's like
Yeah.
obscures, so you just see
Yeah.
the raw water, and you're like, you don't know what's going on below. It's amazing. Well, it's amazing because of the. It had
Well,
a
and then
decent
you see
ending.
it.
not-
You see the shark chasing him or something, do you? Or, like,
Yeah, it like comes right across the beach.
No, I mean like you see. You just said you see him swim like crazy.
Yeah, the guy.
Do you see
Shark
do you see-
chasing him.
Do you see the shark or something?
No, well, no, you see the fins of the shark. You did. I can't believe you're not amazed.
No, I am amazed. I am amazed. But I just thought that it was going to be the shark just
It'd be
jumps
better.
out and just grabs him off his board. And he goes underwater for a bit. He comes out like screaming, yelling for a bit. Then
Yeah.
he's like legging it, swimming with like one leg left or something. I don't know. I was
Oh,
expecting
fuck
something a bit
me.
graphic, but so he was fine.
Yeah, he's fine. I wouldn't be saying that.
So he
oh,
just
how
saw a
amazing
shark
is
and
this?
just legged it basically.
I'd be interested
No.
to see what a fucking psychologist would make of this podcast.
Oh, right. I know. I just of Antonio, I think.
Yeah, I'd be really interested.
I'd pay
So
for that
then
profile.
what? He swims all the way to shore and he goes, "Oh, jeez, fucking hell, there's a shark out there." Is that
No,
it?
it's in the middle of a competition. That's why it's filmed.
Thing is, he was probably the board. The board attracts attention to the shark more, doesn't it? Than if like
Yeah, apparently you look like sort of the bottom
A
of a
seal.
turtle.
Yeah,
or a
so
seal
he
or
probably
something
thought,
like
well,
that. It's
get
like a
off my
seal in a
board.
wetsuit, isn't it? But
I thought I better get off my board now. because he might not see me get off my board. He won't see me swimming off, but he'll just be watching the board and
Your
trying
best
to
thing
get
to
the
do is swim towards it.
ball. I've heard that you've got to punch it. You've got to punch him in the gills. To get
No.
it.
On the nose. That's a really important piece of information.
No, I think the gills would do it, mate.
Really?
I mean, yeah,
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 but
punching the
apparently-
fucking
to
lungs.
punch
Apparently,
something
mate, I remember
underwater.
watching something on a documentary where a turtle was being attacked by.
Yeah, it just goes in its mouth.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched
Floating all the way
When
in.
you just see the feet, and the legs just fucking
Such a
going in
mistake.
there.
Dude, I
Yeah.
watched a documentary where a turtle was being attacked by a shark, and the
punched it in the
turtle got
gills.
away by like headbutting the shark's gills, kept rounding around the shark's
yeah, I
gills.
think I've seen that actually.
Because it really sort of bothers them.
No, it's like
hurts
being
them,
punched in the
'cause
lungs,
it's like,
surely.
yeah.
It's like fucking
They
going,
fuck off. So that humans do the
fucking
same if
green
they get
wanker,
attacked.
you-
They get told to punch it at the gills.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd react that way. If I
No,
ever
you'd
got,
be
if I
shitting
saw a
yourself
shark
too much,
coming,
you
if I
know
saw a
what
shark
I
that
mean?
was going to bite me, I'd just put my hand under the water and just inhale. I just try and drown myself
I
as
don't know,
quick
I
as
reckon
possible.
even if you-
I just give up.
Even if you fucking poked it in the eyes or something, you might get rid of it.
Yeah, again, I'm not sure I'd be able to face this monster of the sea.
Yeah.
Fucking
Like
punching
face
in
to
the eye.
face and just go
Dude,
punching in the eyes. And
You
it
really
being
like they're
thrashed
approaching you at like
about.
30 miles an hour. They're gonna fucking grab you, grip you, spin you. You're gonna be fucking dead.
Oh, that is a bloody
Yeah,
beauty.
you're
Right,
not gonna
take
go
this.
like, here he comes.
Yeah.
Hi! Jump on his fucking side, grab a hold of his fin and start
Yeah.
punching him in the gills.
Yeah,
He's
just,
gonna just
yeah.
chomp you in half.
Using your surfboard as a platform so you can leap on top. Hiya!
Yeah,
One in the
yeah,
eye
yeah.
for you, sir, and then two to the bloody gills. Swim to shore like a champion.
I wonder if
Laughing at you on the beach.
I wonder if surfers ever have like a lifeline lines for protection just in case. Like they should have grenades, hand grenades on them just in case somebody can just like
Yeah,
chuck a grenade at
Yeah, right.
or just shove
Yeah,
it in, like
beautiful.
while it's got you, just stick a grenade in its mouth.
Yeah, while it's got
it.
you.
Just, you'll have to lose your
Yeah.
leg as well. But.
Eat a really
Or
bad.
find like pepper, just spit you
I
out.
think that would move in the water. Throw in pepper and it would just gently just drift into the shark's
Yeah.
mouth.
When you say throw, what you mean is let go of some pepper
Yeah,
in
let
the
go,
water.
yeah,
Give it a couple
Open
seconds,
it,
give a
sniffs
couple
it
seconds.
up.
Oh, inhaling. Yeah.
No, you do
Pepper.
Cinnamon then. I don't know. Something strong.
Oh yeah, the cinnamon
Cinnamon
challenge on the
powder.
shark.
Which is-
Blah,
yeah.
Amazing. Apparently we taste horrible. Apparently that's why people are often not killed by sharks, because they'll take a leg and go, that's not a fucking seal. Horrible, pasty, hairy ass human.
Yeah.
Fucking horrible. You might go back at
Oh,
the
you'd be
revenge.
gutted
and just
if a shark bit your leg off and didn't eat it.
Yeah.
Just left your leg floating beside you.
Yeah,
Oh.
as you crawl to shore again, then you just think, yeah, son of a bitch, and then he just flies over you, just lands on the beach. Boom. Yeah, there's a human again. Yeah, no, I'm starving. Fucking, it tastes horrible. That's alright. There's some cinnamon left over there.
Yeah. You know that Italian guy we had? the one who garnished himself.
They would love eating you, mate, because the stuffing in you would be
Parmesan over his
amazing.
chest.
Yeah, apparently all you have to do to fend off a shark attack is just make a quick fucking sauce.
Yeah.
You're absolutely fine.
Well, you said gun, yeah.
Grenade.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Grenade and a fucking larder. That's
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
suggested.
Would a
with
gun work?
fridge.
It needs to be waterproof.
Oh, you're questioning the gun working one.
Why not shoot? Will it shoot? You can't. Fire
Yeah. Of all the things you've suggested,
You
yeah.
can't fire it in the water though. Under.
No, of course not, mate.
You could.
It wouldn't work.
Nah, no, it wouldn't. Nah.
It fucking would.
You need one of those crossbows. Those wonderful crossbow things. They use them in scuba divers, and they to catch fish and shit. They shoot them with like
Oh, you mean harpoon?
harpoon gun. That's it.
Crossbow.
Yeah, go
medieval
surfing
diamond
with your
school.
fucking harpoon gun on your back.
That would look wicked though.
They would look
You're
fucking
like James
cool.
Bond.
It would look
Yeah.
cool if you just whipped it off and just fucking blasted one.
Yeah,
You know.
brought back dinner as well. That'd be amazing. That'd be the competition. You merge those two sports: harpoon fishing and surfing.
Is harpoon fishing a thing?
Yeah, definitely. Fishing with a harpoon. We've just mentioned it.
No, I know, but as a competition already.
Yeah, biggest harpoon fish. That's
No,
gotta
I
be
mean
a
like a
world record.
TV show or like a championship.
Yeah, harpoon. It's called.
Yeah.
I want to do another. I want to do a new segment if you don't mind, Antonio.
Is it
Yeah.
Antonio related?
Of course.
Nice.
Leonard Street News.
So yeah, so last week you wanted me to report, didn't you, over the last 7 days? What
You seemed
goes-
eager
what
to do
goes
it,
on
man. We
Leonard
were-
Street. So I went through the effort of actually doing more observing. So what have I got? Okay, so
Fucking hell, look
He's
how
got it
much-
written down.
You-
Honestly.
You've written loads.
That's amazing.
it's not that much. There wasn't much to
Four
report, to be
little
honest.
pages.
Right now, there wasn't much to report.
Double-sided,
Okay,
mate.
so I will warn you before I read these out to you that it's quite a quiet street. Wednesday evening, 5:10. A crowd of Pakistani women loitering around the doorstep of house number 39. About 8 of them. It was difficult to tell whether the gathering was for joyous reasons or otherwise. I did wonder why there were so many. It's the first time I've ever seen a large crowd of people outside someone's doorstep on my street. I've never seen it before. The most I've seen before is about 3 young girls like jumping into a taxi, like standing outside for a bit, arguing about who's paying and that, and then jumping in a taxi for a night out. I watched for a bit, but I couldn't stand there too long to sort of suss out exactly what was going on. So unfortunately, I couldn't report the full news here
Alright, okay. No
because
problem,
I
man.
couldn't stand there for too long staring. It would
For
look really
too long.
weird. Well,
So
yeah,
you
no,
stood
I
for a
stopped
bit.
for it. Well, I slowed down as I was walking across the street and looking, but there wasn't much noise. There wasn't much commotion, so I wondered whether someone had died or something. I wasn't sure. Still on
Beautiful.
Wednesday, later on that evening,
Oh, great.
8:15.
Nice.
3 Turkish men on the side street trying to repair a car. one of them had a curly mullet and a really sweaty back. That's all I had to report on that because, again, I was walking past because I was off on my way to the spa or something. So
Good stuff.
I didn't
you
stop
again
to watch
stop and
them,
look
'cause that
again?
would look weird. No, I didn't. I just had to went home and then wrote down what I saw. It was brief.
Was that on Thursday?
No, that was Wednesday still. I'm still on Wednesday. The last bit of news of Wednesday here.
Sweet,
Later
okay.
on in the evening, 10:45 p.m. 2 cats shagging on the neighbour's shed and making a hell of a creepy racket. I hate it. It happens a lot on my street, and it always happens when I'm about to go to sleep, and it's so annoying. But obviously, because it's been so hot, I have to sleep with the windows open, so I'm getting like really good quality sound of this shagging session with these cats. It's disgusting. And if I look out the window, I can actually see them doing it on the shed. Thursday, 7:10 in the morning. This is as I walk out my front door, walking across the street on my way to work. A cat eating what looks like a sausage roll and staring me out as I walk past.
Yeah.
I don't know why they always do that, cats. That's why I don't like them. It might have been the same cat as was shagging the night before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
probably-
hungry, mate.
I don't
Probably,
know.
yeah.
Pretty good for it.
Hungry
Unfortunately,
after all the shagging.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I haven't got a team of reporters that can go out and
You
Not
got
yet.
Lauren, mate.
find out what's
Oh,
going
yeah,
on.
yeah, you got Lauren straight away.
Okay, so that was the morning.
Oh,
I was
mate,
in
please
work
ask
then.
him to do it.
So then, on my way home from work, 5:10 that evening, Thursday evening, a man who looks like he's in his 50s walking towards me with a young male and female walking either side of him, probably in their mid-20s. The girl says to the man, "Well, thank you so much for coming." It seemed like some sort of family visit. There was a car parked right near us with its boot door wide open, but not sure if that had anything to do with them. What did I say? Near us? Yeah, near us. me and the people that I was with. And they were walking towards me, and then they turned right just as they got in front of me to walk into the house.
And you turned with him. Carried on walking, making notes.
Yeah, so that was it. There was a boot door wide open, but I wasn't sure if that had anything to do with them. I just thought maybe it was this. Yeah.
Made me fucking laugh so much.
Okay, so we're still on Thursday evening, yeah? 6:20. Just outside my living room window, I see a Scandinavian-looking man, wavy mullet, bushy moustache, just staring at his back gate, obviously waiting for someone on the other side to open it for him. I've noticed on a number of occasions that he always struggles to open that gate. And that was that. That was that. 20 minutes later,
It's fucking on it.
40 minutes past 20 to 7, a young couple walk past my living room window looking like they're in search of something. The girl is holding what appears to be a dog lead in her hand. It turned out she was looking for a chihuahua. It had wandered into someone's back garden. She put it back on the lead and the couple walked away. That was all there was to report there.
That's good news.
I saw
Fucking
that
hell,
from the
it's
window.
actually quite fucking interesting.
Quarter
It's
to
exa-
7, so 5 minutes later.
Oh, jeez, oh.
I was just sat by my window for a while to see if anything was happening on the street. I noticed that on the fence, right beside the dodgy gate that the Scandinavian was trying to open, someone has put a white blanket over it, probably to dry it. It's the most grottiest looking blanket with what looks like a massive yellow piss stain on it. It was disgusting. Same house as well. Okay, so on Sunday I've got like 5 minutes to 1 in the afternoon. Old man nearly runs me over and gives me a dirty look because I was running back to my house because I forgot my phone on my way to Dan's house.
Oh, right.
Ran back and just sprinted across the street and this guy nearly ran me over.
So you caused a bit of news. That's not the journalist way.
I missed one. I missed one. Sorry, there was one before that. 10:25 in Sunday morning. Topless old man in bright yellow swimming shorts, bald head, and bushy white moustache walks along the middle of the road toward the Scandinavian wavy mulleted man's gate. Knocks and waits for someone to let him in.
Where's the
And then
Scandinavian
one more.
looking wavy mulleted man?
He wears SLWMM.
They're definitely foreigners.
Scandinavian
Yeah,
looking.
Scandinavian.
Yeah.
Okay, last one because Sunday that was it. Nothing else interesting.
And finally, on Leonard Street News.
5 to 8 in the evening. Old man in blue cords, braces, white shirt, and a really baggy, bright yellow raincoat crosses the road with 2 heavy shopping bags in both hands. It's boiling, and he is definitely not dressed for the weather.
Always finish on a
And at that point, that was when I realised there was no point in carrying on with this little thing I was doing because
What are you
the
talking
news
about?
was so uninteresting.
Whoa.
So I didn't do
I
yesterday.
love that you were focused on the story and I was trying to keep you engaged, but didn't you hear what was actually being said?
I loved it, mate.
Mate,
Well, I couldn't do it again.
You've
When it's
made
next to it. I'll
doing
keep
it.
reporting,
Please,
you never know,
please,
something
please.
goes wrong.
Don't throw those away,
I
though.
won't throw them away, mate.
Please ask Lauren to give you a hand.
Yeah, recruit some people, man.
So you haven't got
I
a
need
team
people
reporters.
to watch what's going
Sort
on
it
when
out.
I'm not there.
Sort it out.
I'll do 5 hours a day, mate.
How much are you paying for this newspaper you're saying?
Yeah, I realised how many people on my street had moustaches, bushy moustaches and mullets. Freaking
Moustache.
weird.
Moustaches.
Turkish guy with a mullet, bloody 2 Scandinavian guys, one bald with a bushy tash, the other one with a mullet and a bushy tash, and then an old guy with a bushy tash as well. They're all different people, mind.
Surgeons in Manchester have performed the first bionic eye implant in a patient
Oh.
with the most common cause of sight loss in the developed world.
We spoke about a bionic eye early on in this series of podcasts.
Says
Oh,
for
really?
gunman Ray
Oh, yeah,
Flynn,
yeah.
who's 80, he has dry, age-related macular degeneration, which has led to total loss of his central vision.
Oh.
And he's using a retinal implant which converts video images from a miniature video camera worn on his glasses.
Right.
He
So
can
what
now
is
make
the-
out the direction of white lines on a computer screen using the retinal implant.
So we just get what? So you can only watch videos and stuff. You can't actually see.
No, he
They
can't.
just show
it's-
him footage.
No,
of
no,
things.
it's his central
Idea
vision,
what?
so he sees like that. It's like there's a big black
Oh,
blob in
yeah.
the middle. So
Oh, weird. It's weird, isn't it?
that's how he sees.
What is the zoom function like? If they're
It
gonna
does
do it,
say he can now make out the direction of white lines on a computer screen using the retinal implant. So maybe it's not like he
It's
can
really basic, isn't it?
see. Yeah, I don't think he can see like the predator and stuff. I don't think he can switch to like X-ray vision.
No,
or heat
no,
seek.
Right.
It's a shame.
don't call it bionic eye then, because
It's not
although,
there yet.
although it might be technically accurate, yeah, it's definitely a bionic eye.
Yeah, but they've implanted it in him, and it's interfacing with his brain.
That's amazing. It's absolutely wonderful.
It is. It's pretty
It's-
cool.
Brilliant. I fucking love science. Don't call it bionic eye though.
Yeah,
we're
they've
we're all
got-
worried about the zoom function in the infrared.
Can't wait to get me 2 bionic eyes.
Yeah. We've had some current news, Tone, from Leonard Street. How's about some news from the past?
Oh, yes,
yeah,
please.
mate.
Using the new theme tune for this week in history. Antonio,
Nice.
thanks very much. I'm glad you well, you heard it earlier. I hope our listeners enjoyed as well. You'll get good money as a voiceover artist, mate.
You haven't played it yet?
Hmm?
On the podcast?
Yeah, I played it last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
not this time.
No. But here it is. Let's get the fuck back there then.
No, please.
Don't drop!
3, 2, 1.
Well, you got the intro part wrong again.
Yeah, I did say this week in history. Last week in history. Ugh. So last week in 1831 we did Portugal Day, and Ken looked up a load of other national days. It's actually Belgium Day today.
Is it?
Oh, no
Yeah,
way.
it is.
Happy birthday, Belgium.
That's right. Today in 1831, King Leopold becomes the first king after Belgian independence is gained from the Dutch and the
So
British.
is it its
I think.
birthday?
Say again?
Is it its birthday?
No, it's the day he was what's it called? Crowned.
Oh right, okay. So it's not.
Coronated.
It's not the first day of Belgium.
No, that happened. Like they signed like sort of a constitution and some sort of legislature, I think.
Right,
So-
right.
And then he was like,
Okay.
crowned.
When was the country Belgium made then? When was that born?
That was 1830, the year before.
On the first day of Belgium.
My true love sent to me Tintin cartoons.
Pretty good.
He was married to. It's a bit of a sad story. He was married to like a princess of Wales. I can't remember her name, and she was married to. She was the only daughter of George IV, the Prince Regent in the Blackadder series. She died when she was really young. No. Sorry man, I don't want to bring it down.
A lot of people have died in history.
Yeah. So this week in 1865, Wild Bill Hickok kills Davis Tutt over a poker deck in one of the very few quick draw gun duels that have been recorded in the American Old West. You know, the duels are normally sort of, man, duel you right now.
Yeah.
And they go outside and just do a quick draw. Turns out the duels, when they did happen like that, the rules on them were so stringent. They had magistrates out and they had the court out when people were dueling.
Oh,
It was
seriously?
It's a serious legal matter. I was looking it up. What was it called?
Oh,
the code.
man, that's a bit gutting. Was it not like that in the early days of dueling?
Well, no, man. Even the Romans had like really specific the gladiator rules, for instance, which is a sort of a form of dueling, but people did challenge each other to duels. But just to stave off things like vendetta, which would have been really prominent before they were like, look, if it's a duel, you both agree to this.
Yeah.
You both agree to these rules, these weapons. This is what's going to happen. This is how you can forfeit. This is how you can win. Has to be important so that families don't just tear each other apart afterwards.
Yeah.
Really, really sensible. But that's in that mad that since the earliest parts of civilization, we've had rules about, right, if you want to kill each other,
Yeah.
let's make sure that it's fair. So it's still killing, but we're going to do it in as civilized a way as possible. Yeah, I understand you want to murder him. That's fine. What's it? Yeah, the code duello. It's or duello. It might be pronounced Duello. Yeah, they have it in loads and loads of cultures. It was of course revolutionised when pistols came into dueling.
Yeah.
Because before it had to be at the dawn of pistols, because they thought that was ridiculously unfair. It like normally was with fists or with swords or with short blades, something like that.
Yeah.
And every other country's got their customs. And when pistols came in, sometimes friends that had requested duels kind of got cold feet, and there were rules about you being able to shoot into the dirt or you being able to shoot up or purposefully miss. But you'd both be fined for sort of wasting the court's time. But yeah, even in the Wild West, man, it was a properly done thing. It was even these quick draw battles, they were rarely recorded. There's 3 that I saw, but even those were like sort of agreed upon at a set time.
Yeah. Wow.
There's a championships as well that they have in America for people to do it now. Sometimes they use clay bullets and sometimes they use special blanks. And I was wondering, the clay bullets, do they actually fucking shoot each other then? Is it actually a duel or is it just like an aiming thing? I thought it was like you can do it without the person. I thought if you just aim at a target and do it quickly.
Yeah.
And this week, in 1925, the Scopes monkey trial takes place. The teacher, John Thomas Scopes, violates the Butler Act in Tennessee, which bans the teaching of evolution. It's a huge, huge court case about it. It's really, really famous and brought up into sort of popular news. The idea of fundamentalist Christianity, which is that the Bible, their like official stance at the time, pretty much is now, the Bible takes precedent over any human knowledge, regardless of what you know and find out and think that you found out by experimentation. God did it, everything in the Bible is true. And progressionists who said that, evolution sounds about right. Like the church, as a matter of fact, when On the Origin of Species was first published, the church were like fine about it. If ever anything new is discovered, like about the Big Bang, or when evolutionary biology is sort of fully explored, and people will just say, oh yeah, but that's just more proof of sort of God's divine plan, and he must have set evolution in place. Yeah, it's amazing how he's even cleverer than we thought he was. So you'll always have that. With any scientific discovery, people will always be credulous about it if they wish to be. Tone, what do you understand by evolution? Did you pick up anything of the previous shows that we've done? I just wanted to ask quickly. It's not to try and trip you up. I don't want anything funny. Just want to see if you grasp what it is, like what the process is of evolution by natural selection.
I guess evolution is happening like in billions and millions of different ways, like in different sort of living things.
Okay.
So it isn't just like because the mistake I made before was saying, okay, so we came from apes that came from this, that came from that.
Yeah.
But there's loads of other lines of like evolution and stuff. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's not just like one thing, and they aren't all like working sort of to get alongside one another. It depends on their like habitat and what makes them live and stuff. Even now things are evolving, but it just happens so slowly that you don't really notice it until like hundreds and hundreds of years have gone by. What's actually happened, really? I don't know how to.
Perfect. That's
Yeah.
fine. I'm absolutely awesome. As I said.
Yeah, I
Never
thought you said you forgot everything.
Yeah. You know, I genuinely wasn't trying to trip you up.
Well, I just remember you guys being like, it happens really slow over a long period of time, right? It's not as simple as what you. I just remember you
No,
guys.
you got it perfect. You said it comes off in different lines, in different branches. The perfect way to describe it is like a family tree. It is a family tree. You can do it when sort of DNA was discovered and sequenced. You can see it, and then people just track it back. We share like a similar code, info with everything. So that's the time goes like that. Perfect what you said, man. It's not one thing. Started off with a single cell and then just fucking branched off to us, and we can record on a fucking microphone onto a laptop, and we can broadcast all these lovely people. So thanks very much. Cheers for listening. If you want to get in contact with us about anything, you can email us thelast7podcast@gmail.com or follow us on Twitter @thelast7.
I want to write in
Awesome.
about that fast draw thing.
Yeah.
It's not. They don't shoot each other.
Oh.
It's about the speed at which you can do it.
Oh right. Okay. It's just a time trial.
It's just that's what. Yeah.
What's the
So
record?
they still can't do it then.
You got that?
Do it.
The current World Fast Draw Association (WFDA) record
Yeah.
for open class fast draw in an event called Standing Balloons is 0.208
They shoot standing balloons.
seconds.
0 point.
So no, yeah, 0.2 of a second, I guess, because it goes into.
Oh my god.
And that includes the time it takes to react, draw, fire, pop a balloon target at 8 feet away. A world-class competitor can draw and fire a shot in under half a second. Given that the average human reaction time is around 0.2 to 0.25 of a second, yeah?
Yeah.
So a fifth to a quarter of a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
The round is over before most people can react.
Fuck.
Holy shit. Can we
So-
watch it on YouTube? Or
Yeah, man. We'll definitely check a link up to it, and we'll watch a
Yeah.
little bit now, and just come back to you guys. Obviously, we should have recorded some sort of follow-up conversation about the man shooting the gun really fast, but we didn't. So here's a question of tone. Are you sitting comfortably, my good friend?
Yes.
Then it's time for a question of tone. We, as now faithful tone lovers, would just like to know a couple more things, if that's alright.
Yeah.
Specifically, your views on love, sex, and marriage. Oh, great leader, tutor us in the ways of love, sex, and marriage.
Probably not best to sign any legal papers when you get married. Don't do that.
So,
Waste of time.
okay,
No. Right, okay. So
Just
get
in
rid of,
case, just in case anything ever goes wrong.
so get rid of marriage.
It's just stressful to
don't,
deal with.
don't do marriage then.
So no marriage.
No, do marriage, but just don't sign
What
anything.
about just...
What's
well,
the wedding, the
just a
ceremony like then?
It's a
for the
mutual
tone
bond.
lovers?
It's a mutual like thing between the two of you, agreement that you're gonna you promise to like be with each other and stuff forever.
That's what.
Ring on
That's
each other's
yeah.
finger.
That's.
We don't sign any papers.
So
don't
if
sign
I
any
if
legal
I
documents.
if I
Yeah,
had,
so it's not
if I had a
marriage.
partner and we were gonna get
Lord.
married, we came to you to marry us. What would we expect?
Came to me.
Well, yeah. If I was gonna have like a tone lovers ceremony.
Who better?
I think that you need to both say like 10 things you love about each other in front of loads of people.
Okay.
Something
And
like
then,
that.
by any chance, 10 things I hate about you.
Do a dance for one another.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Sing a song for one another.
All right, it's good. I like
Then
this.
you have to have like some sort of competitive sport against each other.
Ruined it, he's ruined
Just
it.
to see who's a bit better at that.
Right.
Then,
Okay.
then you got to have like a
Who picks? It's an arm wrestle.
Wait, 'cause we can make this
like
happen.
some sort of
without
read
getting
off,
married.
some sort of read off in front of like loads of people. You got to like
Read off?
Read off.
yeah.
What's
Just,
that?
I don't know. You just got to race each other to read like your speeches to like the
You speak.
whoever
Get
does
these
it,
out of the way.
whoever does it first.
You know, quick draw speeches.
You do it at the same time.
Whoever does it finishes first gets to decide the sexual position of the first night of.
When you get married, this will be public record, man. So these are the things you'll have to do. 10 things, a dance,
Lauren
a song.
will kick your ass in any competitive
Yeah.
sport I can think of.
That's right. Yeah, I think so. So careful what you pick.
Yeah, she'd probably read through that speech fast. In fact, she'd probably just write a short speech.
She would read right through that speech, and then you would be getting strap-on on the, in the ass all night.
Yeah, that's a good thing about Laura, man, is that she is game for a laugh. So yeah, she'd do that.
Yeah.
Okay, great stuff. I'm glad we're involved in it. That's awesome.
So, okay.
Can anybody have the marriage without signing? Like men, women, together, same sexes.
Can I marry an animal?
I guess you could if you wanted to, but then I
Don't
know
sign
whether-
any-
I don't know
don't
whether
sign any
anyone would
documents,
attend that
mate.
wedding.
Yeah, that's right. You married to that cow. Prove it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one would attend that wedding.
I don't know, mate.
Be sick.
I'd go to a wedding. So if someone was marrying a cow.
Yeah, but would the cow be in like a wedding dress or something?
Maybe a little veil.
Yeah. Maybe.
Part of the wedding ceremony is you've got to milk the cow.
I like it. It's becoming specific to
Yeah.
two
You
animals.
got to milk the cow and then feed the milk to all
Oh,
the
dude,
all the best
he
man.
loves the cow.
You
How
gotta
would you?
jar- your
the
best
thing
man's
you've got
got to jar of the milk.
mate. He's in
With
love
your
with that
missus,
cow.
of your-
The
yeah.
same way you'd be in love with a woman. So
Your
it'd be like
beefy
getting
missus.
married and then like sort of squeezing your wife's lactating breasts into cups and then feeding people. You can't have that. This is what cow wife.
We've got a bit on marriage.
Okay.
What about? I mean, marriage. Like, is divorce possible?
Yeah, but only after at least 5 years.
You've got to give it a best shot then.
You've got to give it a good go.
5 years. That's a good go, is it?
5 years.
Yeah, because, you know, if it gets shit after 3 years, you've got another 2 years to try and sort it
What
out.
if we get shit after 1 year?
And then you got another 4 years to sort it out.
Think
What
about
if it becomes shit at the end of year 5?
what if you're just getting beaten
Well,
up all
then
the
that's it,
time?
you can get away after 5.
What after 5 years of getting beaten up and stuff and
Oh,
burned
exciting.
and like people do that.
No,
But
not,
no,
not
but
if you're
in
a
the,
stone
not,
lover,
not
mate.
if in your vows you've promised to, you know.
Oh, so no divorce.
I
then?
reckon the vows should be tattooed to their like foreheads or their chests, so they can remind each other every day of the promises they've made to each other.
Why do they need to be tattooed? Why not just like?
Well,
Why not just say it?
Yeah, why not just get like framed?
so they have a constant
Things.
reminder every day.
Yeah, you would have it if you had it framed. Stop being so cruel,
Yeah, but
Lord.
you might not put it up in your house. You might not put it on your mantelpiece. You might put it in a
Make
box
it a
in the
rule.
attic.
This power's
Might
gone
put
to
it
your
in that
head.
box in the
Yeah,
attic.
make it a rule. Make it part of the
If it's
the
tied
marriage
on your
vows.
chest.
Make it part of the marriage vows.
No, I like it tied on the chest, guys. I'm with him all the way.
Ridiculous.
Maybe,
Right.
maybe it shouldn't be rings either. Maybe it should be something else.
A tattoo.
Like I don't know, like a
Yeah, the
like
tattoos and nothing.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
I
hell.
don't know, like a collection of underwear or something. It's like
Collection.
special. Just because you're not just gonna get them one pair of underwear, because otherwise they're gonna only wear one pair of underwear for the rest of their lives.
It's a little special.
So you're expecting them to wear how many pairs of
No, you
underpants for the
gotta,
rest
no,
of
you
their
gotta wash
lives?
them. Get a pack of 5 or something. They're just gonna wear cheap. But what I mean is they're like.
So it's not
they're
nice. It's all
personalised-
practical underwear.
Personalised
It's like a pack of
underwear.
five.
Yeah.
It's
From fucking Marks and
personalised underwear
Spencer.
for the rest of your life.
You romantic
For
bastard.
only 5 pairs.
Yeah, you should wash them, innit?
No.
What then? What have they worn out?
I don't know, like initials, the date they married each other.
That and
Engage-
the vows tattooed on your chest.
Engagement pants and vows
This
tattooed on your
is
chest.
This is a trap. It's a hellhole.
All right, that's
I don't know,
that's one.
necklaces are cool, rather than a ring, maybe.
Okay, cool. So, sex.
Yeah, sex. Any forbidden sexual practices?
Yeah. Don't go anywhere near each other's assholes.
No anal sex.
Because that'd probably just fucking be weird and ruin like
What about people who really like doing that?
ruin lovely thoughts between you. Because it's gross, isn't
What
it?
if the thought is, I wish he.
It's not very
Fucking
romantic.
hell.
It's not very romantic. The
Right,
person,
right.
Your soulmate to be bloody
I
getting
don't
in their
like this
asshole.
religion anymore. It's
not-
too controlling.
Yeah, you did well. What about people who like it? What about gay men who enjoy anal sex?
Yeah, I think they should just stick to oral sex. Don't go anywhere near the ball.
Wow.
Well, no, but why would you want them anyway? Like I've said to you
Yeah,
before.
but why can't
If I
you
was
do?
gay-
What
I
if
was
you
gay,
stop
I
thinking
definitely
about
wouldn't
life
do it.
through your own fucking vision?
Even if I was gay, I definitely wouldn't.
Yeah,
do it.
you wouldn't do it, and there's
Yeah.
probably
You're
plenty of
not,
gay men
you're
who don't.
But you're
But
not.
there are gay men who do, and there
That's
are
like
straight
saying
people
if
who
I
do,
was
and
black, I may have suffered some prejudice in my life, but I'm not. You're not gay, so you've no idea whether you
So
like
you're not
it.
going to let gay people have fun in this religion.
Right, sexual practices that are encouraged.
Let's get away from your fucking blatant homophobia,
Yeah.
shall we?
Yeah, I know. It only started with your brother. Now
It's not
it's you.
homophobia, it's germphobia.
Germophobia, definitely.
You're not letting gays do what they like.
It's not just
No,
gay people who
it's
have anal
straight
sex,
people,
mate.
yeah.
Well, yeah, you're not letting people who like anal sex do what they like.
Yeah. That'd be cut out, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You fucking asshole.
Big time. Not fucking asshole. It's illegal.
So, love then.
Do it the same as we're doing it now. Buy one another presents.
Do it, but just do it a bit better.
Do it better.
Right, okay, basically you
let-
said, what is my opinion on love, sex and marriage? Love it, it's great, you need it, it's important. Sex, it can be a bit horrible sometimes, a bit messy, and you know, it can get a bit boring sometimes, whatever. Marriage, not
Maybe change it up a
entirely
bit then. Try
necessary.
something different.
Have you ever listened to the episode? I think it's episode 49.
Nice work, Kev.
When he says about like what was it with that your first proper girlfriend and you used to make a sandwich.
Yeah.
So you could have it immediately after sex. And this is what it is.
Fuck off! Really?
No, I
Like, because he was talking
Oh,
about it
you-
like
I
regret.
never said I'd make a
Hey?
sandwich. I never said I made a
You did,
sandwich
mate. You said
ready for that event.
You
I
did.
said that if I had a sandwich, I'd save it
No, you didn't.
for
You
that.
did it,
No, you
mate.
didn't. Luckily, we've got it recorded, so it doesn't matter.
Because you were also talking on that one about sex being
I worded it like that,
like a
yeah.
bit uncomfortable and
Yeah, use the
Well,
word
you're
regret.
gonna-
No, I always had an
Change.
appetite after sex, so I'd always have something there ready to eat
Yeah,
afterwards.
You
Making
have
a-
sex, feel overwhelming regret, and then fill that hole with a sandwich.
You know,
Yeah.
people have
Fuck
cigarettes.
yeah,
It's
now.
the same, similar kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I used to get the munchies.
What if you love more than one person? Could you because you're not married like contractually? Could you just be with? Could you be polyamorous, polygamous?
that's the point. Yeah, is polygamy acceptable?
As long as all persons involved agree to it and accept it, you spend a little bit of time with one, spend a little bit more time with the other. Only problem is who do you live with out of the two,
All together?
or live all together?
Yeah.
Well, what if they don't get on?
What if they
Well,
do?
They're not going to agree to the situation.
Why do you always reduce the issue down
Does
to
that
like-
mean I can have a threesome as well with them, or does it have to be
Yeah,
like?
if you all want that, yeah.
It's
weird.
up to
Well,
you.
then-
Why are you asking us?
It's not two separate relationships then, is it? It's like a love
It's
triangle.
like one big relationship.
Yeah.
Weird, though, isn't
You
it?
can have 4
What if they get bored of me?
people.
Was it the creator of
What if they
Wonder
get bored
Woman
of
Ken?
you? Why has this
Yeah.
suddenly become so self-deprecating?
Yeah.
You're the God. This is worrying that our God has got a troubled mind about his own rules.
You're asking me I didn't know you're asking me these questions as a god.
You put yourself up as God.
You did.
Last episode, mate.
we just
didn't-
wanted you to be
Well,
some
if I
sort
was
of
god, I
creature
wouldn't be
of
bloody.
your
I
religion.
wouldn't be having a threesome, would I?
What would you be doing? What would you be doing instead? Why not?
I'd just be lying on a cloud, pointing my finger at a couple of like things.
That'd
getting
get
to
boring,
me,
wouldn't it?
Yeah, man.
What sort of
Have a nice, lovely blowjob
Make
from one
you-
of your wives. Not wives, sorry. People who've got tattoos.
what sort of practices would you encourage, like of worship or otherwise? You know, like because some people go to mass, don't they? And there's different.
Planting trees and flowers.
Okay.
And then like naming them and that, and tending to them and stuff.
A
And,
lot of people have got names. You mean like specific name, like Kevin and
people would have to like all get together, like communities would have to get together and have like massive feasts where they all bring something to the table,
Okay.
drinks and
How often would you do that?
twice a month or something.
Okay.
every 2 weeks. Not
You
bad.
know, Muslims pray like 5 times a day, don't they?
Um,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Like
So,
people have to
you
get
know.
together and sing songs about like stars and about like
Oh, God.
about
This is a cult.
songs where they praise where they celebrate the natural world around them and they praise it and they are grateful for it and then they all unite
Michael Jackson's
together to
Earth song,
celebrate
is that-
this
is
and
that
they
right?
feel like they're really part of the planet.
I just feel like you've ruined it with the no bumming thing. Because it sounds so lovely and peaceful and,
Yeah, man.
no, they
and
can
like
be,
like a spiritual connection with the earth,
They
but
could
you
be a
can't
tent.
connect.
there could be a tent for bummers to go into and do that sort of thing at the
So
festival.
Bumming's fine
You
now.
said
So
that-
Bumman's
you said
okay
you couldn't
now?
do it.
Well, they can do it as long as no one knows about it.
Oh man, no way. That's no freedom at all. Stop being a prick. Let bumming happen.
It's fine. Bumming's alright. I just don't want it to be anywhere near me.
It won't be.
Yeah, what the hell? That's fine, mate.
Fine, yeah, each to
That's
their own.
fine, each to their own,
She was
each
just
their
said
own.
that
Each
from
their
the start,
own.
Each their own.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
should
mind
have said that
horses,
from the
but I don't
start.
mind people owning horses.
Yeah.
Each to their own.
I'm not that fond of Italians.
You
but
don't
being
like
bigger.
I
horses?
don't like horses.
Why not?
Too big an animal.
What is it about?
Too
It's
big.
too big.
And
It
I
should be
think-
domestic.
I think
Domestic?
Stupid pet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
domestic.
I think we can
They're
have
expensive. They
domestic
require their own
horses.
house. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not.
They're the most domestic animal. Yeah, they've got their own fucking room. They've got their own gaff. Their own fucking.
Yeah, but you don't
stuff
have them
it.
in the house, do they?
They've got their own clothes and hats and shit.
I think we can have pets. Humans can have pets, but they've got to allow the animals to have a choice. So they've got to give them freedom to decide whether they want to stay with them or not. So try and try and befriend a horse if you want. Like try and get that horse to be on your side and follow you around.
What are you
and
talking
live in your
about? How
house.
would you,
But if
how
it
would you,
doesn't want to, it won't. It'll walk away, and if it does, let it.
so if you
Give
do,
it time. It might come back
Yeah,
to
but-
you. It might realise, oh, actually, without a human near me, I'm not being fed very well. I'm getting a bit cold.
yeah,
The
but
sun's
Toad,
beating
Toad,
down.
I'm gonna need.
I could do with a shower right now.
I'm gonna need.
I don't know how to work a shower. I can't do it. I need a human to do it. So
I'm gonna need some advice on how to
just
befriend.
give them
a horse.
all freedom to
man.
like make their own decisions. With
Oh god, I wish I hadn't gone away.
But it's our
God, I get a bit
responsibility.
whiffy, like.
But it's our responsibility
make
as a more
decisions.
intelligent species to watch over them. So even when they like leave us for like a couple of days, we just gotta like follow them, just watch them, keep an eye on them. If they get in any trouble, be there to save them.
Why don't you let
bring
Martha
them
just
back.
run out the front door?
Because I know she won't come back.
Fucking hell, the foundations of this religion, they are fucking
They're
weak.
shaky, man.
They are lollipop sticks.
But on a foundation, I'm glad it didn't take long for the Reformation about bumming. But it took longer than I expected.
It's good that the people's voices are heard, like, you know?
Yeah, damn straight. Three of us, it'll spread. And with that, spreading the knowledge of tone love, I'd like to thank my co-participants for this week, Justin Cliff,
Thank you, Dan.
Kenneth Trainer,
Thank you, Dan.
and our Lord and Saviour, Antonio Romola. Cracked egg be praised.
Thank you. Praise be to all of you, and peace be with us all. And horses, take care. Men, take care of your horses. Horses, take care of your men.
If there are any horses listening, write in and tell us what you think.
Tone describe their inner dialogue. It's hugely possible that they've got access to the internet.
How do you
We can't work the internet.
How do you
Oops, that's the only reason. They can get a big long bit of straw in their mouth and stuff.
Justin's sitting this one out because he's been trying to order a pizza for the last 45 minutes. So,
It hasn't been 45 minutes.
yes, it has.
Really?
Yep, big time.
What a cunt.
Yep.
I can't believe that. 45 minutes to do that, and it hasn't even been ordered.
Shut the fuck up.
Nothing's been done, he's right. We've wasted all that time. That's all of us. It's 45 minutes closer to death.
Nothing was achieved.
That was it.
No.
Absolutely nothing.